the first couple of days, we met a guy who has a communist theater group in New Delhi. We met Dilip Simian, who's this amazing author and professor, and then Vandana Shiva, and that was all within the first days, and it was just wow, I can't imagine anyone just coming here and being able to do what we did in that short amount of time.
These are people I never would have met if it weren't for the SAGE program, so I think it's a really, really great opportunity. People who had so little were just offering it to us. It's like food and chai, and it's just I'm the privileged American. It was just amazing,
And you just felt like a part of a community. That was something from the villages that just isn't there in our lives back home.
You don't really understand what poverty is, or at least that level of poverty, until you actually see it. And going out in the village really changed my perspective of everything. But yet, people are still very content there, and that was something amazing missing for me.
We went into the call centers and we listened in on their calls. There's one in English and one in Hindi with the guy that I met, and they were all very polite, very well-spoken.
Do they speak any other languages?
No, in Hindi, English, and some people speak in Tamil.
And then they explained to us some of their own ideas about globalization and some of the issues that they have to deal with.
Sure, and here, as this is a developing economy, so they also need people who can invest in India and generate employment. So it's welcome.
I've seen the effects of globalization on people who it's not really a good thing for, and I've seen it on other people who are strong advocates of it.
Yeah.
Mall was just like America, pretty much.
The group is very comforting. They really get close, so it's like you have family away from home.
Being here at Navdanya and learning about biodiversity and organic farming has also been a great experience.
And then the straw actually helps in holding it together. And you have to do
The students have also worked out in the fields, picking lemons, helping with the weeding. And that's been a great experience. I think they've enjoyed giving back to this farm and also getting, again, a little bit more of an experience than you would typically.
So there's a lot of good times. This group is just hilarious, and we've become really good friends, and it's just fantastic. So
The trip leaders are always looking out for you and us and your friends too on the trip.
it's good. It's like asking questions so you don't just fly through it and not really think about it, and actually get down and think about what's actually going on with you personally, and then thinking about the bigger picture in the world and how that's being affected by what you're studying and what you're seeing and what you're learning.
I've learned from the villagers many things about the villagers in rural India. I've learned many things about Gandhi, being in his home country. I've learned many things about globalization, being in Gurgaon, which is vastly different from the villages, vastly different. The people themselves, the group, has been completely amazing.
What they're really drawn to is the uniqueness of the experience and the depth of the experience that SAGE offers.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the world.
It's a tomb. It's the most beautiful tomb in the world.
constructed in red sandstone, consists of an octagonal entrance hall surrounded by small rooms, and it is 30 meters high. 100.
That's the
Tosh.
It's really good.
It's big and white. We like it a lot.
Wow, it's really, really amazing. I don't think you understand until you come here how amazing it is.
This trip isn't for luxury, that's for sure. It's more for understanding and education. But it's been comfy. I mean, we've had some, though you might call it budget traveling, it's still been lots of fun.
I thought I'd be dirty the entire time, but we've had access to showers everywhere we go, and I don't feel that yucky, although you do sweat a lot. It is really hot.
Great thing about this trip is that you get to have a lot of fun and you get to learn an incredible amount. You get to really be transformed by your experience in India.
No matter what, I think just the process of traveling in another place and seeing new things that you've never seen before it inevitably will have some effect on the rest of your life.
I feel like they just set up a good program, and it's like a perfect amount for 3 weeks. And yeah, parents, don't be worried. Your children will be fine.
And this is like the furthest I've ever been from home and the longest I've ever been from home. So I also think that it's a chance for me to, push my limits and grow as a person and to experience new things and to see new things. And I have. I thought it was really interesting. So I wish I could stay longer, but, I have to go home.
I think I've changed so much. I just know that I'm going to view everything so differently after having this experience.
When we can change the way students view themselves and the world and what they want to do with their lives, we really feel like SAGE has succeeded in its missions and goals.
I think the conversations that I've had personally with Indian people, I think I've learned so much from that.
And it's been totally amazing. I would definitely do it again.
If you want to see India, I think this is a great, great program to go on.